In this video, I'll explore 5 irrigation modes available in HydroRoot 16 and learn when to use each one. HydroRoot allows every irrigation channel to be configured independently. This means each zone can use a different irrigation mode with its own schedule and settings, giving you complete flexibility to meet your crop's watering needs. Let's begin with the first mode, that is irrigation schedule. It is the most commonly used irrigation method. It allows you to water at specific times throughout the day. As you can see, it includes a 2-week calendar called week A and week B, allowing you to create different watering schedules for alternating weeks. You can configure up to 6 start times per day, and each time can have its own watering duration. Each start time must be enabled before it becomes active. If you disable a start time, HydroRoot remembers to configure times so you can enable it again later without re-entering the settings. Okay, the next mode is irrigation accumulated light. This mode irrigates based on the total amount of light the plant receives throughout the day. HydroRoot continuously measures light using either inside or outside light sensor. As light accumulates, the controller compares the total against the configured light threshold. When the target is reached, irrigation begins automatically. HydroRoot can also adjust the light threshold based on the current temperature, allowing irrigation to adapt automatically as environmental conditions change. As you can see, the on time is over 10 minutes. That means irrigation will be triggered on for 10 minutes. Maximum off time, that is over 3 hours. That means the irrigation ends. The controller will allow the system to remain off for a maximum of 3 hours. And irrigation will start from 9 a.m. and it will end at 3 p.m. The setting 1 says that if the temperature is 72 degrees Fahrenheit, irrigation starts after 300 of accumulated light is achieved. And if the temperature is 82 degrees Fahrenheit or higher, irrigation starts after 250 of accumulated light is achieved. And if the temperature falls between 72 and 82 degrees Fahrenheit, HydroRoot automatically calculates a light threshold between these two values. This automatic adjustment helps provide more frequent irrigation on hotter days when plants typically require more water, while reducing irrigation on cooler days. Okay, the next irrigation mode is soil trigger irrigation. This uses a soil moisture sensor to determine exactly when the irrigation is needed. HydroRoot continuously monitors the soil moisture level. When the moisture drops below the configured threshold, the irrigation starts automatically. Once the soil moisture rises back above the target level, irrigation stops. This mode helps prevent both overwatering and underwatering by responding directly to actual soil conditions. As you can see, the start irrigation time is of 7 a.m. and it will end at 4 p.m. Each time, trigger irrigation irrigate for about 1 minute, and the maximum time between watering is of 3 hours. That is basically a safety feature that ensures irrigation occurs if the soil moisture threshold is not reached within the specified time. Here, the controller will irrigate at least once every 3 hours during the active period. If the sensor reading falls below 1.5%, irrigation starts, and if the reading is 1.5% or higher, irrigation remains off. These are the additional settings. And time override setting, you can set the time for the override and make it enabled to make sure that. Okay, the next cycle is irrigation VPD. Instead of watering on a fixed schedule, this method offers based on how much moisture the plant are losing to air. HydroRoot continuously calculates VPD using temperature and humidity from DTH sensor. As VPD accumulates throughout the day, the controller tracks the total value. VPD means how dry the air is and how strongly it pulls moisture from the plants. Low VPD means air is humid, that means plant lose less water, whereas high VPD means air is dry, that means plant lose more water. So now you can see irrigation start time is 6 a.m. and it will end at 3 p.m. And each time irrigation trigger will be over 2 minutes, and each cycle will start after 3 hours. And control will trigger irrigation when accumulated VPD exceeds 3.1 kPa per hour. Now, when the accumulated VPD reaches the configured threshold, irrigation starts automatically. After watering is complete, the accumulative VPD resets. A maximum time between watering events can also be configured to ensure irrigation still occurs even if VPD threshold is not reached. This mode helps deliver irrigation based on actual plant demands rather than fixed time intervals. We are having additional settings as well and the time override settings. Okay, the next mode we are having is irrigation cycle. Irrigation cycle mode repeatedly turns irrigation on and off within a specified time window. This mode is ideal for applications such as drip irrigation, propagation, and misting system where plants require short, frequent watering cycle instead of continuous irrigation. You can simply configure the operating time window, the cycle period, and the irrigation on durations. Okay. As you can see, irrigation will start at 8 a.m. and it will end at 11 a.m. It's when the selected sensor reaches for about 75 degrees Fahrenheit, the controller will integrate, and when the irrigation runs for 1 minute, and if the temperature reaches 85 degrees Fahrenheit, another irrigation event is triggered. Irrigation also runs for 1 minute. Controller checks on or allows another irrigation cycle every 3 hours during active period. It helps prevent the system from irrigating continuously if temperature remains above the threshold. You are having additional settings as well and the time override as well. The last irrigation mode is irrigation cycle. This mode repeatedly turns irrigation on and off within a specified time window. This mode is ideal for applications such as drip irrigation, propagation, and misting system, where plants require short, frequent watering cycle instead of a continuous propagation. You just simply need to configure the operating time window, the cycle period, and the irrigation on duration. Now you can just see irrigation will start at 8 a.m. and it will end at 11 a.m. Now, the temperature is selected inside temperature, and if it reaches at 75 degrees Fahrenheit, the irrigation will trigger for about 2 minutes. And as you can see, cycle period is of 10 minutes. So for the next 8 minutes, it will be turned off to start the next cycle. The cycle mode can also adjust the watering duration automatically based on temperature. As temperature rises, HydroRoot can gradually increase irrigation time, helping maintain proper moisture during warm conditions. So the next duration is of 2 minutes, and when the temperature reaches 85 degrees Fahrenheit, it will turn on for 2 minutes, and